Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World channel. Today I'm so happy and proud because we are to celebrate 10 new lives of our native chickens. Actually, we have just hatched 10 eggs and there's a perfect hatch actually because out of 10 we were able to hatch 10. And I'm so happy about this, and this gives us the idea now that the kind of system that we have adopted here is actually doing good for our native chickens and even for our ducks. And I would like to tell you that these little victories that we are experiencing every day in the farm will give me some consolation, will give me some hope that in the future we can develop a good system that will enable us to massively produce this kind of animals, these native chickens and even the geese, the ducks, and many more. And I would like to repeat that we are aiming to have zero expenses. And we're looking forward to breeding the superworms because the superworms is just very easy to propagate, only that it requires much of your time. And then we will also propagate more of this azolla. And then we will get some grated coconuts from the market and many more. We can outsource even the moringa and the madre de agua, this water spinach. There are a lot of food that are just available in the vicinity. Only if you can think about it, you will be surprised that you can maximize your production without spending too much money for this. So come on, let's have a closer look at the nest boxes inside the coop, and you will see another batch of chicks that we're gonna witness. Let me share with you the best practices that I think it's very effective, and you can also adapt this one inside in our coop. Well, I already mentioned about the importance of the coop, especially during the night. And as you can see here, we have placed, several nest boxes, and they are actually being prepared for our chickens and the hens, and they're actually laying eggs. It's very effective. And I find it very practical to elevate the nest boxes because they want privacy. They want not to be disturbed by any other chicken. And you will see that we have here covered nest boxes, and the reason for this is for them to have a privacy where other chickens could not disturb them. And as you can see here, we have so many eggs, and I heard some chirpings of another batch of chicks. I just don't know if this is actually coming inside or outside because we already have chicks outside as well. But I believe that we can see more babies of these chickens right now. A little later, let me reveal to you a very important practice that works for me insofar as the handling of the chicks or the day-old chicks of this chicken with the natural incubation. So guys, we will slowly open this cover and you will see that black hen over there. See, I can hear a very beautiful sound of chick. I'm so excited. How many chicks are here inside? Whoa! And this is it. We have 2, and it's still very wet, and we will remove the broken shells. It's my practice to actually remove this one because this is not good for the chicks. So I have here 3, and still we expect to have more of these chicks this afternoon because they will not be hatched at once. An interval of 1 or 2 days, then that's the complete hatching. So you will see that we have 4 here. Yesterday we were able to get 10. So we have already all in all 14 out of 2 mamas. So this is it. We will return this back. There are 3 fundamental steps that we can observe in handling the newly hatched chicks. Of course, I intend to allow the parents or the mamas to take care of them, but it's not as easy as that because it's my practice to put them in a holding area, a cage where nobody could disturb them because the chicks are just so weak. So they will stay in the holding area like this one for 1 week. And then after 1 week, if I will determine that the chicks are already strong enough, then that's the time that I'm gonna release them. And the second thing is that the advantage of releasing the chicks with the mamas is because they are able to easily adapt naturally with the environment, meaning that they will develop their immune system and they will immediately become big because there are many food, natural food such as these flies, these insects, the worms. This will give them strength and this will give them sufficient amount of immunity and they could withstand against severe conditions of the place. So I would like to emphasize that these native chickens are very saleable here in our locality because these are very delicious chickens. You can make the meat out of it, you can make adobo and many more. So these are loved actually by the localities here in our place. And in fact, the meat of these native chickens are very expensive. And the third thing that I can share with you is the force weaning, meaning that if your chicks are already able to survive without the mama, then we will separate the mama from them. There's a force weaning in order for this hen to prepare another cycle of breeding. And this is my practice. So I will just allow the chicks to be with the mamas for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then afterwards I will wean them so that the mamas can lay eggs again. And this is to maximize the production. So this is my practice and this has been very effective even before in the old farm. In my previous videos, I made mention about the production of this worm. And I do this diligently because I know that I am needing them so much for our chickens. Of course, we know that these chickens can get good protein out of the superworm, and I will make some update about what we have done in the previous week. And you will see now that the process of transformation has begun. And in fact, some of the worms turned into letter C type, meaning they're coiling and it looks like a letter C. And some of them have turned already into pupa and it looks like an alien. So you will see that there's a beetle that is freezed inside in the container. And the transformation is just so amazing because it will develop in just a period of 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, if you are getting adult larvae, this will promptly and quickly turn into pupa, and you will see now the result. And I'm so confident that with this type of food that we are culturing here, we can really become successful insofar as the health and even the lowering down the expenses for the food, and of course without compromising the health of our animals. And don't you know that this type of worm are edible? Yes. And I used to eat this one. And if you will eat the live worm, you have to choose that one that has molted, meaning the one that has fresh skin. So I can eat this one because that's live worm, and this is delicious. You can witness this one. This is actually juicy and very sweet. So I will eat this one. See, this is delicious. And in fact, you can, fry this one and even mix this with some pepper and then have this chicha worm. It's very delicious. And aside from this purpose, this can also be mixed together with other, ingredients to come up with pellets through the pelletized machine. So these are the use of the worms, and these are one of the things that you can do in your farm so that you will become successful also with your production of your native chickens. So you guys can witness that aside from the chickens, the peacocks, the catfish are also eating this one. They're eating a lot of worm that we can really anticipate about a massive production, because this is actually very important. And you can do alongside with the planting of many, like Madre de Agua, this, moringa. But we will not forget the production of the superworm, especially if you have birds, if you have chickens, and many animals like lizards. You have to produce your own, this superworm. And just stick to this channel, because every time we make an upload, we are delving into the details, the basic, the fundamentals about breeding superworms for you to follow. And if you guys are not subscribed to this channel, may I humbly ask you to please subscribe, because we are uploading very informative videos. And if it is your first time to stumble upon this channel, I would like to invite you to please subscribe and hit that notification bell for you to be notified of our regular uploads. And I would like to make a shout out to the members of this channel. Thanks for your support. And if you would like to join as member, you are much welcome and help us improve our cause for our farmers. So see you in my next video. Have a nice day, all here at Dexter's World.